don't know what happened. We pressed quit. It just didn't fucking save. So, I don't know if we missed something or whatever, but it didn't save. So here we go again. But it seems like after she's back from Vegas, I'll be GM officially, apparently.
Well, I say it's it's what I want for you.
Well, so I'm just like, Taco Bell got a hold of me today.
Yeah, no, like I'm happy about that too. So like you can truly give her the shaft, but I'm just in general I'm happy that you don't have to feel stuck, essentially.
Yes.
Say, because you know, like that's essentially what I was feeling, was stuck. It's not fun.
Stuck on a feeling.
And you're already mid-game too and everything.
Yeah, I know where to go. You know where to go.
But yeah, Joe, I'm super annoyed for you and everything that's going on.
Well, apparently now I'll never have to close.
So now you don't have to close. Like, this is the stuff that's super confusing. Because it's like she tells you one thing, and then the next day that thing's not accurate anymore.
It was TC
minus
80.
And it's like
80 years before the trial century. Humankind had abandoned the comfort of a familiar
don't know
world
what to think of
in
anymore.
order to attempt life on EDN3.
Neither do I. But yeah, if Taco
Immigration
Bell
to the
offers
New
me that,
World
I'm like,
progressed.
this is...
Facilities were constructed to handle the growing
I
population.
do not blame you.
And colonization appeared to be successful.
I actually encourage you to do that.
I know, and you don't have any bias against it.
Oh, I have a shit ton of bias against it. Let me put it to you this way. If I could, I would burn that fucking building down.
What's that?
That's fair enough.
What? Fire!
Oh, you press part, it does cut through the cutscenes.
Oh, if I press what?
Start.
Into some trouble.
Oh, it's fine. You know the button that doesn't exist anymore?
Yep. That's how old we are. So I did that too.
But, yeah, no, so I was wondering if you would like to go to the movies on Monday, I guess?
Sure.
No. It would have to be after my interview, but
When's your interview?
one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which I kind of figured you wouldn't want to do anything Daniel, if you
It don't matter. Monday, I don't have any. I plan on streaming Monday. That's about it. So.
well, I know, like,
Get that bitch. Just, you know.
you know, I figured we both wanted to see that movie, of course.
Mhm.
It's pretty-
course.
But she's not. She's,
Yeah, she probably won't go. She doesn't like those, but yeah.
well,
Well, and so because I'm buying my glasses, I have like $80 for the rest of 2 weeks.
so my quote unquote check was $30 or $300.
Nice. Is that good for what you did? I don't.
No, that was from whatchamacallit. I haven't gotten paid for it.
Well, I know that is. I'm saying, is that good from what you did?
Oh no, like I would have had like $600 or $700, but they took that much out in taxes and stuff.
Yeah. No, and then Pizza Hut got a hold of me through what's its dick.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, put your thing on through the pizzahut.com. Like, I already did, but
It's just like,
so what is that? Did they get a GM yet? What the fuck does that manager do?
so it sounds like they have a GM and they are getting trained. They keep saying he, but no one has a name. So I'm like, well, so I'm wondering if she doesn't want to hire you and is like procrastinating it, because essentially what's happening is the Anaconda store is helping run Beat Store. But it was funny because they're like, oh yeah, this person's getting all this training, and the one lady who's an older, like she's not super old, but she's like middle-aged, and she's like, yeah, I didn't get any, like I just got this dropped on me, and I'm like, so, I don't know what you want, but I feel bad, but also like husband's helping run the store. Like, the entire situation is just goofy. But I think as of right now, they have 4 fucking roads.
Damn, they don't sound good.
Well, the one I think is decent and will do his morning stuff when he's there, but when it's like
He's not there, doesn't get done.
well, that, but also, so when I got there, there was 3 fucking people, and they didn't do a single fucking thing prep for it, and so like, me, I'm kind of like, dude, you guys did this to yourselves at this point. There's no,
Well, especially coming from Domino's and prep has to be done at a certain time or you're fucked.
well, but also like, it doesn't seem like there's the like I think there's internal strife about who's in charge and what they're in charge of. I you know, like I think the one, because I think the Megan girl wants to be influenced.
Yeah,
And,
that's your message.
and I'm pretty sure the regional manager is like, absolutely not. I think she thinks she's dumber than a box of rocks. And so Shane does work there, and God, he can be a piece of shit when he is not happy.
What did you say? He's a piece of shit?
Oh yeah. So I don't know how many times I have come back and that motherfucker was sitting down watching this film on a break, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I tore my rotator cuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, Walmart fired me after that, and just everything.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, I don't care. He's like, what happened to Domino's? I was like, it became hostile, and I just was done. I was done dealing with it, and I was pretty sure I could do exactly what I did, which is got another job.
Wayne, you should be able to use that VS. At least it beats walking.
Not the boulders.
Ready.
No, I don't know. Like, every time I talk to you or I drive by and I see the shit show that it is, I feel really bad.
Good gods. Well, it's not. Like, today was really good. I don't have, what's her name? I hope she gets her act together, but also everyone knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Really smooth. Jimmy, we have a new manager training. And yeah, she hired everyone as a manager.
Oh, yeah.
I literally looked, because I was firing, I fired it when I terminated people and shit. I was putting them as terminated, and I saw assistant manager. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I think because I think she intended, and I think she still intends to completely replace everybody. That is her goal, and she's gonna try to do it. But I think so. According to Thomas, he talked to what's Jeremy.
Jeremy, yeah.
And Jeremy was like, I will have a talk. But also, I think Thomas was like, I'm done, too.
He quit. I'm like, I think, because she told me today, she's like, oh, just so you know, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, he literally represents his own union. I don't think he's, but, yeah, she said that Jeremy didn't give a fuck.
Well, that's what she says, too.
Mm-hmm.
But also, she said she can fire everybody and not hire a single person. And you were on the call when she tried to pull it, and they were like, no. So, you know, how much of that is her, like, blowing smoke?
Oh,
because
she is also not a supervisor. She's not our supervisor. She's a supervisor team build thing.
That the team build is something she absolutely does not do.
And guess what? Oh yeah, everyone's like, "Can I have 2 days off when you start making the schedule?" I'm like, "Yes, we're not all supposed to be working 7 days a fucking week." Because everyone's working 6 to 7 days a week. Even AJ's like, bro, I fucking hate this.
Yeah, and then, but that's the thing is I don't think she understands, because all she sees is numbers, money. Because like I was telling the one lady, the Anaconda manager, like what everything that was going on, and she's like, it kind of seems like she is just not a good manager. Like, like, you know, you can't tell people to just, you know, my way or the highway.
Well, you can, it just never works.
Well, but like, even she was like, dude, you have to work with people's schedules. You can't just...
Yep, nope.
You can't just do that because it doesn't, like, it never works out.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine a time when someone comes in and is like, this is what you're gonna do. You're all gonna work 6 days a week. And then, oh, it worked out perfectly.
You've activated the data post. Now that it's online, you can check the map with your PDA.
Other than that, like, it seems to be really kind of like almost, but like
too much.
Well, it's so my biggest thing was they had someone back there who was doing dishes constantly, and my thought process is, why the fuck wasn't she doing
Equipment like weapons
like?
or even a VS might be
Why
buried
wasn't
underneath the snow.
the other stuff
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm like, I want to be that guy, but also, like, I don't think there is no, like, there is no, like, you know, like, Yeah, like, I had to do a few things before I left, but I very much also completely think that he knew how done I was and how pissed I was about, like, a certain situation.
Well, you got there at 1, and you got home at what, midnight? 12:30?
I didn't clock out until after. So it was a
11-hour shift.
11-hour shift. I fucking had cinnamon rolls for my like meal or whatever you call it, because I was like, I don't even want to do anything. I just want something sweet.
Yeah.
You know. But it's, I don't know. It's like there's good, there's bad, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Like I honestly don't know how long I'm gonna be there, so. It is what it is. I hope, you know, but I'm 100% planning on giving 2 weeks notice too, so that's something.
The fuck? Just...
Oh, I thought you were telling, like, what the fuck you mean. I was like, I think you know why I didn't give 2 weeks notice.
Well, yeah, no, my pattern fucking. It went to vice versa. I don't know what they do.
No, I don't think it's a bad situation. I just think that there's no. But also, like, I also think they need a brand new fucking store. Like, for the things they do have, that store is just so small. And it's not, like, it's not. It wasn't, I don't think it was created with, like, I think it was created with, like, all the old stuff in mind, and none of the new stuff, and it's, the things have changed. I've never felt more violated in my life. I wish
Apparently, it's supposed to auto-save after the missions.
So I think what we did is we hit continue instead of select device.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
And I did that again.
I made sure I hit select device because I was like, because it's not using the memory on your system. It's using the memory on your
How would I even fix that?
I have to restart. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god. Let's see everybody. Let's see everybody. In 18 minutes I went through 2 levels.
Super fast, and I'm sitting here fucking around.
So what I'm thinking is we play this until we get caught up where we are.
Okay.
This is just gonna be a test beta stream. I'm not gonna post it. The first one did amazing, blah blah blah. And like this will just be on Twitch, our fuck up stream, and then we could probably stream some Halo.
Good. I'm just.
Selecting story. You will not be able to continue your game if you continue. Motherfucker! Oh!
Like,
We're having good times. We're having good times.
I'm sorry, it's a little funny though.
Oh, this is a good stream. Good stream. I feel it in my bones.
I mean, I'm just happy.
You know, I gotta go in at 3:30 tomorrow, but a little bit earlier. Actually, Babe's gonna need help because she did a $700 day before everyone got here. I'm like, okay.
What happened to You're supposed to be able to do $1,000 an hour by yourself.
By yourself? Yeah.
Like, that's the shit that bugs me. Is I set this, and I'm gonna use her own word. This standard that you know, she sets that standard, but doesn't fucking, like, it's like I'm gonna pick and choose it, and I'm like,
Nope.
again, I'm mildly prejudiced against her because I fucking don't like her anyways, so don't care. But also, sorry.
So is City Brew the one that your cousin works at?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Turn down the music a little bit.
Yes, that is. I literally have an interview with my cousin.
And you're just gonna see this for you?
Well, that's kind of, so the thing
Cacan!
is the amount of benefits. It would be $16 an hour, plus benefits, plus I would be eligible for tips and all this stuff, and to be honest, I have to deal with stupid people that are terrible at making pizza. Oh. And like, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like, worst case scenario, get the job, and I learn how to make coffee.
Oh.
Right?
And other mild things.
Yes, and other drinks, but I just, I'm there, and because I'm not loving to Hut, like, I'm not like, oh, it's the best thing ever. No, there's ups, there's downs. You know, I don't get to work with my best friend. I have to work with a special needs person who should not have the job. And I honestly am not sure how they got me. They got rid.
Probably desperate.
They got, well, the Anaconda manager wrote them up today.
Oh, really?
Okay, so their dress code is super rigorous. Okay? It's like, it's jeans and a t-shirt. Like, that is what I have worn the last days. I wore my blue jeans and a t-shirt. Okay? With a Domino, or not Domino's, Pizza Hut hat. Which, by the way, their hat quality highly significantly better than ours. Or than
I
Domino's.
bet.
But just like it was relaxed. Wearing basketball shorts, and then not only wearing basketball shorts, but has them yanked up to goddamn, like,
Camel toe?
yeah. And then so, like, it was funny because at one point he had he had to go home to change, and she's like, it needs to have something that can have a loop. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. I got jeans on, but he was not. You could tell he wasn't happy about it either. It was like one of those things where he was like, it's like, yeah, you got something because it's not dress code. And dress code is not. It's just not.
Not hard.
Like,
Well, he also tried interviewing for us and put his hand down and accept the interview.
yeah. But, oh my, the repetitive questions. And then then he's like, Cynthia's not nice. And I was like, yeah, Cynthia isn't nice, but also, you know, like you wouldn't make it there because like he likes to stand at like right where they can clock out and just wait for things. And then he's like, "This is mine." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Just like I have no fucking sucks. Here to make money to get on my way and make money.
Ooh, yes, get out the way.
Essentially.
Ruby.
But the one guy was like, "You were moving today," and I was like, "Was I moving, or are you just super slow?" Like, I feel like there is a little bit of like the not being turn gets taken advantage of.
And that's what's going on.
Well, I think what it is I think they realize that there's no monitoring, so they can take their time. But also, like, this one kills me. They fucking don't have to, like, so you forget something at, you know, say run A, and you have to go back and pay gas mileage for it. So it's funny, they ask, and I'm like, no, because I check my receipts because I've had it pounded into my fucking head. And the only time I've had to go back was literally someone did not answer the door on me.
Yep.
Like, that is 100% what happened. And I was like, okay. Well, and I was like, I went there twice. Make sure you give me that 31 cents, man. Yeah, but it was like, you know, and they're cool about it. They're like, oh yeah, this. And I was like, cool. Like, power through. But it was funny when the guy looked at my tips. He's like, you did great tonight. And I'm like, fuck around. Like, if I had my option, I would never not be in, like, I'd literally grab the food and go constantly.
Yep.
I would prefer not to be a part of
That.
this. You know, like, not that like I'm not happy there. I'm just like I would prefer to be doing my own thing in my car where I can listen to music or
The radio.
you know, well, or I can listen to my baseball games, or I can listen to my my audiobooks. I need to buy one, but and it's like all that's there and stuff. It's just so much easier to not have to deal with it. But also, like, do you know the amount of people that fucking thanked me for coming in today? Because I came in early. Well, every one of them was like, dude, the one lady that was like, she's like the front of the house, like, waitress, but like they don't have enough. Yeah. Was like, you got here super fast. And I'm like, I live on Reynolds. I am a hop, skip, and a jump away. And they're like, oh, where's that? I'm like, you know, right here? This place, that, like, I'm like, you know where the IGA used to be? And I was showing them on the map. I'm like, I live right here. I live in
And they
this
wowed
strip.
and awed and amazed me.
Pretty much. Well, like, I honestly don't think it, like, I think people just take their sweet time. Like, and then there's me who's, like, trying to, like, I was like, oh, you guys need help? Cool. But, no, just, like, I don't want to just sit there in 10 seconds. Take 10 minutes because, granted, I also worked at 9:30 this morning. Which, if they asked me to that.
I'd ready to die.
It's not even that. It's like, and I understand their thought process is if everybody does it, it's like 1 to 2 trips each.
Mhm.
But the thing is high mental capacity at fucking 10 o'clock with special needs people is
Not there.
high. It's like, you know, I know that sounds mean and everything. I just,
Corey, we used to work with people and kids like that. I completely understand. When we had to be there at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning because Night Watch wanted to go home,
yeah, that's,
and you're just like, I just went to bed at 5, but sure, fuck it.
yeah, you know, like, fuck me and getting sleep, even though I watch with me sleep while
I don't know why 16 kids fucking got away with murder. Oh, because Night Watch let them do this and that. And I love it how we're not supposed to blame Night Watch. Night Watch isn't checking their bags. They're not doing this. It's a fucking troll.
I know exactly who you're talking about, too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like, just the entire situation. Sense. But, like, you know, it would be one thing, but, like, so, I think this was my kicker. Like, I can deal with the repetitive, annoying questions and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but for, like, out of the blue, you say that you hope one of your fellow employees catches COVID and dies.
Is that what the special needs kid said?
Oh, he fucking said it, and I was just like, no. I think he kind of realized that because I just walked away. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not engaging. I'm gonna go take my order and go. And then he was like, I'm sorry that I said that. And I was like, dude, it's whatever at this point. I don't care. But I'm like, just fucking go do your job. Like, well, and that's the other thing, is like, I'm probably annoyed because I feel like I'm gonna end up being the person that if I work there for more than a month, I'm gonna be like, we need to get dough done. Let's go get dough done.
You're gonna take the lead driver, basically.
I don't want it though. I do, like, that's the issue. Is I'm like, I'm already seeing it, and I'm like, well, it was funny because when Megan introduced me to the one guy named Seamus, who's related to Kate, by the way.
Yep.
She was like, "Oh yeah, he's our best driver," and I was like, "That's gonna last like 2 days, hands down." Like it's already over in my mind. Like the conversation's already over. Just they haven't realized it yet. Well, because like even like the one situation, the guy originally told me, "Oh well, you made that many tips." It's like I know. And then I asked about the one, and he's like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "I bet you that's why he was short on cash." But I wasn't sure because no one said anything one way or another.
No one
He's like,
said
"Yeah."
that.
And I think he knew that I was about the situation. Because I just was like, "Yeah, so what do you want me to do?" And he's like, "Well, you can keep the money and fuck him." And I was like, "I don't want to be a complete ass." He's like, "Well, do you remember how much the order was?" I was like, "I think it's 35. He's like, "Give him 30. And then keep whatever's left over." And I was like, that is a compromise I am willing to accept right now.
I just want to get the fuck out of here.
Well, it wasn't even that. I just was like, I like, because it was like, deserves it. Because if you would have asked Steven the question of, "Oh, why am I out?" instead of putting himself back in and fucking just doing whatever he wanted, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah.
And so like, so I walked back there. I was like, "Were you short $30? Like, let's be honest right now." He was like, "Yes." I was like, "So this got clocked out on you, but you never took it." And he goes, I was like, "Yeah, so here's $30." He's like, "I can do laundry tonight." And I was like, that's gonna be what you're happy about? Do laundry now? I would have been like, "Oh man, you're super honest." And then like 2 minutes later, he's like, "My back's hurting. I don't want to." So I went to the manager. I was like, "What do you need me to do?" And he's like, "Give me a good sweep, and then you can leave."
It literally sounds like Anthony fucking running that bitch.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, if he would, like, if they would just, like this guy's chill, but he's also like, he's an older guy, he doesn't care, but, like like, there's so many times where they, like, the two other drivers were just sitting up at the front of the house waiting for chit-chatting, and I was like, and that's what I was like, I had done like a good, like I'd done 2 or 3 things ago, and I was like, nope. I was throwing in my, like, I was throwing my hat in, and I was like, I'm done. Because I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not fighting with you over it. Like, I'm not gonna, because I almost guarantee they're both like, yeah, he can just do all of it. And I was like, I am not doing all the dough. Like, it is what it is, and they ended up having to do the dough for the, the crust, make sure we can make stuffed crust pizzas. So, and if we don't sell some stuffed crust pizzas, someone at Pizza Hut's gonna be pissed.
And then call Domino's and freak out. I ordered from you guys, and I don't have my order yet. It's been 3 hours. Well, sir, what did you order? Stuffed crust pizza. Well, we don't do stuffed crust. Yeah, you do. Sir, I've been working here for 2 years, and the history of me working here, for sure, we do not do stuffed crust. Well, somebody does. Yeah, Papa John's and Pizza Hut. Oh, fuck you guys. Oh, my bad.
You know what the best part is like, I know our delivery times. Like, I think they were like 30 minutes on average. And then, like, because like once I got there, I was pretty much constant. Besides, like, when I first got there and there was like 6 orders, I was pretty much running non-stop. So,
would you say run in?
yeah. The black eyed peas would be very proud how much run they did. But, like, like, even the one guy's like, "Dude, you're fast," and I'm like, one, I know the city relatively well, and 2, I don't fuck around. Like, the only
Domino's
thing
is gonna fuck around.
well, yeah, like, one, we were constantly being tracked, and like the only thing that I did that could quote unquote qualify as fucking around was at like some point at like 2, I want to say, I decided I was thirsty and I didn't want to pop. So it was like, I am stopping at a gas station. And I bought 2 teas, 2 fucking Gatorades, and
Jesus, 2 teas and 2 Gatorades?
oh, dude, and Gatorade I got the kind of
Blue
with the
Oh,
nipple.
well, that's the yeah. Dude, Gatorade is so fucking
I know. I saw it. I was like, I am so doing this, and it was funny
It
because
just tastes better.
my tongue was fucking blue as shit too all day, and I'm like, I don't even care. But it was one of those days where it was like, I have no fucks to give, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Oh. So and it was funny because no one said a word. It was like, you took longer than expected on that route. But it's funny because I know, like, the Megan girl was like, where the fuck is this one guy? It shouldn't take him this long for this delivery. And I'm like, he's probably fucking around. Because I've mentioned, I was like, at Domino's, we got trapped. There was no opportunity. They knew where you were. They knew exactly how long to go. Like, I was like, if I, like, and I explained, you know, you get clocked out on a route even if you were like trying to go take a leak.
Yeah.
So like, and then you in turn get yelled at because your out time was too long because you took a leak. I was like,
Corey, you know better to take a leak than to take a leak,
yeah,
okay?
God forbid I have a bodily function that needs to be taken care of.
Well, I'm glad you know this.
Fuck me for even fuck me for even having a bladder, basically. But then
Well,
I was
I'm
like,
glad
so
you know
you
this.
couldn't stop. You couldn't even stop at a gas station to go pee. Because and so of course that's all the one the special needs kid heard. He's like, well, does Domino's not have a bathroom? And I'm like, yeah, they have a bathroom.
Oh,
But
God.
God forbid you use it because then you're a piece of trash.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid. Go to the bathroom.
God forbid.
But I'm glad that today wasn't as bad as the last 2 days have been.
Yeah, fucking last night, it was like, I was tired of training. Like, I had a super fucking, dude, I had such a bad headache. I almost threw up. But also, it's because of the glasses.
Yeah, the glasses are.
Since the glasses are way too. Yeah. And that's what the doctor fucking said. The doctor's like, oh, yeah, that's literally because it's putting pressure on my temples 24/7 because I wear my glasses
Yeah,
X
well,
amount of fucking hours.
have to see.
Yep.
And you have stigmatism, so you struggle with contacts. So
Oh, no, I grabbed my eyeball when I had contacts last time. I didn't, my lesser eye, I didn't know it fell out, so I went to go grab it, and I grabbed my whole eyeball. And I'm like, done. Like,
yeah,
not just like grazed it, I grabbed my eyeball. I was like, yep, done.
like that's
Dunzo.
will be the last time I ever do this again. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Like I've said a million times, I hope that you get, you know, something just so you can get out of it.
And it'll be interesting too.
Well, I also hope that like when they ask why, and you can just be like blatantly honest with them, like the fuck's given.
I got treated like shit. I got told that my family doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was like. I literally just had to listen to this, like, see the text messages of her telling him, oh, you need to make sure you have time for your child and stuff. And then 2 days later, when it wasn't convenient for her, you need to be here. Like, that shit don't
No. But yeah, no, if Taco Bell does, it does. If not, I continue to do what I'm doing because she's like, she texts me like a good message today because like she's like, you know, just post this shit. You know, you won't see me until next Monday. And she's like, just post your numbers. You know, have your guys do this and blah blah. And yeah.
That's good.
And then she's like, I'm like, oh, well, I'll do my best and not try to fuck it up and lay down. And then she's like, oh, you're not letting me down. She's like, I'm really excited to see what you and Jimmy can pull on numbers and shit like that and blah blah. Because it's almost June.
Close to June.
Which I want it as a deadline.
See, part of me is worried that she's just gonna keep kind of dicking.
Yeah, she does. And that's exactly why I fucking was like, But no, worst case scenario, instead of being GM for 7 months, I'm GM for 9 months or a year. You know?
Yeah.
This adds more experience.
I don't know. I just kind of. I would love the whole saga to be over.
But I tell you what, though, it's a lot nicer dealing with people that actually are doing good.
Oh yeah. Like, I do understand the whole, like,
Everything was on me.
yeah.
And then she's like, honestly, she's like, if Jimmy would talk, I would literally offer him the Anaconda or Deer Lodge Domino's, because they're like, he's super good. He holds his number, like, just like, wow. I'm like, she's like, there's no wonder you always stuck up for Jimmy. I'm like, yeah, because I know he's not shit.
Yeah, it's
He does what I ask. He fucking covers every goddamn shift under the world. And he doesn't want me to spend time here when I can spend time with my kid.
it's like he understands that you have a fucking child.
Well, and you know Jimmy likes me. Oh, we might. He wants us to play seven things to die tonight or whatever.
That problem.
Well, depending on what time it gets out of it, I do not think so, because it's 1:42.
Well, also, like, I'm planning. At some point, I gotta go to bed.
Oh, so you might go to bed after we get caught up on this, huh? Or are you gonna?
Maybe.
Because
I think it kind of depends on how I feel. I've also been up since fucking 8 o'clock, so.
Well, hey, at least we know that our progress is saved now.
I'm hoping.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that. But that I was just like, oh. But the funny thing is, I've restarted twice now, and I'm almost done with the mission you're on.
Oh, I know. You're cruising and like.
Well, I played the shit. I loved this game when it first came out. I thought it was the coolest goddamn thing in the world. It just really hit me because we just came off of PlayStation 2 and, you know, Xbox 360.
So much different.
Oh yeah, and it's when I'm like, whoa, like, look, outer space. Cause I love space. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, like, whoa.
It's like, it's a good overall game. It's just.
Well, I know people didn't like 2 and 3 because it didn't have the same kick.
Yeah.
But I love 2. I love 2 because of the multiplayer. You can have 4 friends.
Well, it's a different type. You know, like, if this isn't your quote-unquote style game, it might not. Yes, like, I know, I was like, this is kind of like a third-person shooter, but it's got got weird controls, and I think this came out either after or before Gears of War 1. And like, I remember even struggling with Gears of War over like,
Oh yeah,
because
I was not a fan of Gears of War until like its second year out, and my friend David got me into it.
yeah, well it's a goddamn co-op game, and like, so I played Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and fucking Judgment by myself because I didn't have a fucking friend that was worth a damn. And it was like none of them were like even remotely like good for like, oh yeah, I'll play this with you because, you know, that's sounds like we could have a fun time and chit chat or something. No, it was like, so like I played all those games through by myself, and then was like, well, it's a fun like change, but like without friends, Gears of War is not.
Yeah, and then you got me that put them on insane by myself.
Yeah.
Fuck you, jumper guy.
Good thing. No, I'm
But
happy for you. Like, it isn't constant bullshit.
well, I think once I like when I was telling her like, yeah, I've been applying to places. I've been seeing what they're doing, but I'm like, also, I've been telling them I can't do anything until June or July. Because that's what I told you. I'm gonna stay to my word. And I told, and like I said, like I told her, as much as that would be an awesome fuck you, and just dip when you can't come back in an hour, you know. I'm not like that. I'm like, unless it's so fucked up that you're treating me that bad, I'm not like that.
Well, see, that's how I felt. I felt like this was just like I had no option, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna sit there. And part of it was like, I also was like, I felt like you were gonna get in trouble because of whatever I did in that situation, and I was like, I'm just not gonna put that on him. I'm not gonna do that. And it was kind of the ultimate fuck you to her because I was like, you know, I got to kind of expose her for the crazy cunt she really is. Because she was like, she yelled and she screamed, and I was like, and basically told her that this is ridiculous.
And we stopped at that mission, right?
We stopped after that because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Like it is right now.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, no. Does they take like, well, if you're
Oh,
not,
save successful. Well,
Only till
the
the
guy, yeah, there you go. It's saved. The guide said that it takes roughly 3 hours to beat the game. Like it's not a long game. Each thing's like 10 minutes. So yeah, we can stop right there. Yeah, I just charged right through and just fucking killed on my way going through. But yeah, no, I just fucking, and our mattress gets paid off in one more game. That was one off. is one off. One off. And I can pay off the table in 2 months, 3 months, and then I'll get my couch. So hopefully by August I'll get my sectional, because then either I'll have a new job that's more stable or not crazy, or I'll be making $21 an hour. So, but definitely, if I do get the GM spot and I just like give it a couple years less, and even if I give it a whole another year, it's 2 years experience being a felon as a GM, running the store, blah blah.
No, no matter what, it's good. I just this pains me to fucking say it to you. The more and more talk at fucking stores, the more Tyler seems like the fucking person. Like, and that's the part that blows my mind. It's like, why the fuck is the person that was quote unquote the piece of shit sounding more and more logical in this situation?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, does that make me the piece of shit? Am I a piece of shit? Like, because like,
no, what? It's all really crazy, but also it's like one Brenda leaves and she goes her way, because like she said she's gonna wants to be a franchisee by the end of the year. Okay, then we're with Ryan again. That's it.
bad chance.
What I mean?
Dude, so
With Ryan being too? What?
no, not that. Of her being a franchisee and having any success.
Sure. Well, no, she doesn't even matter about success. She will be a franchisee by the end of the year. She already has her qualification through Domino's corporate. She already has a qualification. She's just putting 1 year in as supervisor of rotations.
That's terrible.
Because all it requires is 1 year of GM and showing successful stores. That's why she was so upset it was taking so long. Because then she can't just cruise all the way through up. Like I did this video. Like I just cruised through it. But now that's why she was so upset, because she couldn't cruise through it. And so she had to take her time here, and we were technically getting way over time. So, then it's still
First and foremost, have to know what you're into. And secondly, it's the understanding that granted, like, mine's not the best. She was helping in Missoula and shit, right?
no, she was where similar Hamilton.
Okay, so she was helping with Hamilton. But yeah, like, so that took months. And months.
No, because Ryan was basically checked out, so I'm just load and go hit there. It was easy, and because he was on heroin or whatever. But whatever the fuck that shit is. But she told me that. So before she got to our franchise, her supervisor, she was opening and closing because she's the GM. Like, haha, you have to deal with this. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go camping or some shit, like she said. And he's like, no, fuck you. You can go. You can come in and run it yourself. And he's like, what? And she's like, yeah, I fucking quit. And then that's when she contacted Jeremy, because she had his number from the Vegas or some shit like that. So. And then that's.
My honest opinion is that guy probably fucking had to deal with her and knew how much of a quote unquote cunt he. And that's why he left her like that, because I would fucking leave her like that, because I feel like she deserves it. Not saying that that's the right thing to do, but I feel like she's Like, I don't think she has any memory skills, to be honest.
Good with numbers, not good with people.
Well, the thing is, those numbers is say that on the face all the time. Like, you want to be a franchisee. That shit ain't gonna work. You know, look at Jeremy and how often he's checked out Domino's here, and then has like pisses and moans because everything else happens, and it's like. Also, they pissed and moaned about
Rick, hand me that wrench.
Kyler having
That out over there.
all like basically isolating himself and making him have all this power, and then they fucking gave her all that.
Exactly.
Like, how stupid are you?
Alright, Corey, what's the plan? Are you done for the night since it's 2 o'clock in the morning? You didn't
I think I'm done.
Okay. Tomorrow, do you want to stream this or Halo?
I'm down for this or Halo, whatever you want to do.
Okay. We'll probably do this. Well, let's shoot for this. I'm gonna go in a little bit earlier, so I'm gonna get off at 11. So.
I don't think I'll be off until midnight.
That's fine. We can shoot for like 12:30 or 1 o'clock, like at the same time. But I'll post a little bit earlier in the day. Or like actually day instead of tonight. So everyone, thank you for showing up and showing the love. Sorry we had to redo everything. I had to do it twice again. You know, there's not fuck, I don't have my hold on one minute before I exit this outro. We won't have a shit ton of videos of this because there's 11 chapters.
And we're already, what, 2 in?
We're 3. We're on mission 3. And so tomorrow night we will stream probably 4 episodes to get that odd out of there. Or if it goes smoothly, like, whatever. But probably 2-3 more videos, and then we'll get on to where it is co-op and we can play together. Dun, dun, dun. So, everyone, thank you. Have a good night. Corey.
Good night.
Good night, Corey. Enjoy your time tomorrow with your family.
Will do. We got the 2 little shits, too. So...
Shit. Well, everyone, good night, and Corey, don't kill kids.